more, so that's coming up as well.
Hi, how are you?
Where are we?
Over here. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Candyman was amazing. You were wonderful in it. Did you read any specific folklore or any specific author to prepare for the role?
Well, at that time, I was doing a lot of impression work, so I used to carry this sketchbook thing around where I would only understand what's in it, but like if I saw a leaf that I thought related to something, I would paste it in there. I'd write lines of certain poetry. I was watching a lot of Phantom of the Opera, and which is probably my strongest influence for it. And just different songs and music and things. When I'm on set, I could just look at a page and it would re-trigger whatever emotions I need to be for that moment. So it was, Bernard Rowe, gave me obviously a career influencing role in my life. And you guys won't let me forget Candyman. And I love you for it. Thank you.
You had mentioned Michael Bay earlier. We're coming up on the 20th anniversary of The Rock. Any fun stories coming off of the set?
Yeah, that was my first Hollywood blockbuster film, and we spent 4 weeks in San Francisco, specifically on the Alcatraz Island. We were in about 5 days, and we knew that we were doing something pretty good. Everybody was happy. Everybody was getting really well paid. And we look up in the sky, and there's this double banger. I mean, literal, 2 helicopters carrying a double banger, and it's slowly landing, right? And it turned out to be Sean Connery's trailer. So the rest of us, we all had a jail cell for our holding it. So at that moment, I knew, welcome to Hollywood. And then he had a 10-person entourage, so you couldn't really talk to him, but you could pass it down the chain. And that was good. The good thing, the best thing is that Sean brought his own personal caterer, Tony's Catering. And anybody who works in the film, if you ever work with Tony, you'll know what I mean. He has 4 different trucks every time you eat lunch. And all of us Navy SEAL guys had to end up wearing girdles by the end of the thing. I mean, it was incredible. It was Michael Bay. My death sequence alone in that, even though it's maybe 32 seconds, took 2.5 weeks to shoot. Because he has every piece of equipment that he wants at his disposal. Much easier being a robot.
Hello, did you have any ghost-like experiences on Alcatraz?
Not on Alcatraz, no, because I knew that I was going to be there for 4 months, so I'm a holistic person, so I just did the right tonics and the right strengthening that I didn't want to get. But I did, we were near the operating area, the operating room area. I could definitely tell there was something there. But nothing that, I didn't allow anything to, bother me. It was more the joy of being on Alcatraz. I just kept thinking of Burt Lancaster, the fact that he tried to get off of it.
Hello, Tony.
Hi.
I have a quick question. It's
Sure.
I've noticed on Facebook that there's a petition going around trying to create like a Worf Star Trek TV show, and he played his brother Kern. Have you been approached about this?
Yeah, Michael talks to me, Michael Doran. If he can get it through his channels, yes, of course, he would, re-clear my memory and bring it back. But the new Star Trek series has just been announced with Brian Fuller and Nicholas Meyer. Probably has a better chance of seeing me back on. I'm on a very short list for the series right around that. This pilot season has been strange. I normally don't like to commit to television. Not that I don't watch it, but doing a series regular for me is sort of like playing the same thing every day, and I've always resisted it. I'm more of a character actor. But this year I tested for 4 pilots, didn't get any of them. And I said, thank you. No, I'm trying to make my agent happy, they don't like it when I don't seem interested. It's regular, steady money. But I'm fine, and just yesterday, there's a new show that invited me to join them. It's for the ABC Family channel, which is now called Freeform, and it's untitled, but I'm in at least 8 episodes. I start on March 22nd. So shoots in Vancouver is kind of like a sleepover camp meets X-Files kind of situation, and I'm playing, in honor of my dear friend Angus Scrimm, a tall man.
Mr. Todd, you told us about how adamant you were about playing Ben on the Night of the Living Dead. How was the experience in doing that film? And do you have any stories?
Yeah, there's lots of stories. I'm gonna write a book at some point. But yeah, I mean, everybody was committed. The people that had the most fun were the zombies. We had people lined up around the corner, around the block, who all wanted to be zombies. There were so many zombies on this set, it was insane. I learned how to handle them pretty quickly, but I had to eat dinner with them every night. We shot in the middle of the night, so I'm looking up, my son was born during this period, so I'm a new father. I'm thinking about my son, I'm thinking about just holding him, and I'm eating dinner, and I look up and there's a man with an axe in his head, or a bed spring through his eye socket. And then I handled it for 3 weeks, but last week I just kind of lost it. And I excused myself and said, I'll see you guys later. And I had to jet from Washington, PA to Pittsburgh, and then deadhead back just to say that I had to go away and I was a normal person that came back. And then of course, a guy comes up to me with a massive bullet hole wanting an autograph on his scripts. So, and Tom Savini's an amateur magician. We both share that interest. So he was constantly amusing the cast with different feats of skillful manipulation. So, and it's just good. Everybody had a good attitude. Washington, PA was incredible. The house is still standing. If everybody wants to make a trip there, it was real-time house. There's a sequence towards the end where the fire is going, and I'm trying to make a run to the gas pump and stuff. And if you notice, I slapped the wall because we used a special napalm. And I knew if I didn't put it out, we'd have to reset for 2 hours and do it again. So that was a happy accident. I just instinctively put it out, you know, and then went on to do my thing. So if the next time you watch it, look for that moment. And everybody wanted to be a zombie, man. And by the end, I joined the party. How about that?
There you go.
It was influential.
Prior to all your movie sets, did you have any funny moments off set or off shoot, as you might say?
All my life is a funny moment. No, you guys, so listen, I mean, I thank you for appreciating the horror stuff I've done. And naturality is only maybe 35% of my total work. And that's fine, I appreciate it. Because horror fans are probably the most open and the most honest fans of any spectrum. So thank you for that. But my life is, I'm a cook. I do a lot of cooking. I rescue cats. We have 2 cats right now, and we're about to adopt a dog. We're gonna have a loaded house, and I'm looking forward to that. Just started a small garden. I'm growing some tomatoes, zucchini, you know. Yeah, you gotta get your hands dirty, and then play the guitar, and